just sit here sometimes and look at the camera, and I am so in awe of how good you guys have been to me. I have been sitting here for a couple of hours now, just kind of chilling out, relaxing, I got very little on my mind. There was a storm that passed a little while ago, as you guys know. It's pretty bad. I pissed some people off. I think I the spiritual realm. But as you can hear, as soon as I stopped talking, he stopped chirping. See? So we went from wind, rain, to complete silence and peace. That is a perfect example of how spiritual warfare works. It comes in and it just blows everything out of the way, disturbs the peace, causes people to get chills, blows trash cans and all kinds of stuff. And this is what it does in your life. When spiritual warfare takes place, that's exactly what it is. But once the warfare is over, you hear the birds chirping? It's so quiet. It's so peaceful. And in about 5 minutes, there'll be traffic running up and down that street like it never happened. And very few people will talk about that storm. I'm sorry. Very few people will talk about that storm. Because it'll be, see, there goes the traffic now. They're starting running up and down the road already. And it hasn't even cleared up yet. It's still a little bit rainy, But that's how spiritual warfare works. It comes in, woo, blows everything over, causes chaos, ruckus, knocks trash cans everywhere, blows garbage all over the place, breaks tree limbs, knocks out electricity and blah, blah, blah. And then it's gone. And then you're left balled up in the bathtub with the shower running, wondering how you got there. Exactly. This is spiritual warfare. And God just gave you an example of how it looks in the physical. So if you can imagine that in a spiritual realm, picture that. Demons coming, because they were coming to attack me. I promise you that. They were not happy with the messages that I was delivering this morning. They were coming to get me. They wanted to attack me. But you see how fast God sent them angels down here? He didn't even have to send them. They were already posted up. And that's the beautiful thing about the angels of heaven. Those warrior angels. You won't even see them. They'll be sitting up against the wall like this. And you're thinking that it's a statue. Next thing you know, he done stood up and got you. So those angels haven't gone anywhere. And I guarantee you they're high-fiving right now, cracking open Sprite cans, okay? Because they've been out there whooping butt. There's not a demon left. They run everybody out of here. And at the end of the day, that's how it should be. I was here doing what I was supposed to do, talking with you guys. My Father's work. They were out there protecting me so that I could continue to do my Father's work. That's how spiritual warfare works. And I know some people might say, well, where were those warrior angels when you were laying in the bed asking for God to take you out of the world? They were standing right there next to me. See, their job is not to save me. Their job is to protect me. Only Jesus Christ can save me. Only I can save me. Those warrior angels were here to protect me. Okay? So even though I may have been, if they hadn't have been standing there, I probably would have caught death. I probably would have gotten exactly what I thought I was asking for. So Those angels were called to stand around me and protect me, not just from the enemy, but also sometimes to protect me from myself. Because sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying, especially when I'm under attack like that. I could say anything. And if the enemy decides that he wants to hold me to that, I could have very well been a dead duck. But the angels of heaven were there to protect me. And the enemy did come to get me. He came to collect, I promise you. He was on his way. He was there. And he already had a body bag measured out in my size. He was ready to pull my carcass right on out of that room at that Airbnb. I promise you. But the angels of heaven weren't going to let that happen because that's not my Father's plan. So, again, I say, it's amazing how God works. He gave me that message and then he gave us an example. And I say us because I learned from that as well. That was so beneficial to me right there. It just, it did me a world of good. And, they say it's, that's the most peaceful time is right after a storm, right after a thunderstorm, a tornado. You hear how quiet it is? Birds just chirping, and that's God. That's my Heavenly Father. He sent angels down to sing to me, to play me a tune, a victory tune. That's a beautiful thing, y'all. And I am so glad that I was able to share that with you. So glad that I was able to share it with you. Because, see, these are stories that I could tell, but I could never tell them like this. I mean, what better narrator? You know what I mean? Like, God wrote the story. I didn't. I just wanted to tell you guys I love you and I'm thinking about you. I'll be back. Talk to you later. Bye.